So over the past few months, I recognized that I had allowed my mental box to be just full. I was at full capacity all the time, consumed by just thinking about everything for everyone, and to the place where my husband, he said, "Baby doll, I got to talk to you about something." He goes, "I feel like that your mind is so consumed with everything that's before us right now, that you're thinking about things constantly to the point where you never have a restful moment. You're not able to think about even me at times in our relationship, or you're unable to think about specific things with the kids. It's just been frantic, and it's too much." Because you've got too much on your mental plate right now, and it's time to let some things go. You know, when he told me this, I wasn't mad, I wasn't angry. It was one of those conversations where I realized you are right. I mean, you are totally right. And I've got too much going on up here. Growing up, I had this problem where it would take me forever to wind down. Are you like that? I'm sure some of you probably are. Where at nighttime when you're trying to go to sleep, you replay your whole day, or you think about everything for the next day or the week, and it's just constant. Well, I feel like I've been at a place where all of the changes that's going on in our life right now, and with our kids and with our family, with our church, just with our life, that it's consuming my thoughts. And it's not been a good place to be in, because it's stealing from God's best, and it's not really being in a place of trusting in Him. So this past week I was talking to the Lord about it, and I said, "God, I just really need you to lead me somewhere in your word that I can stand upon, because I need to work this thing out. I don't want it to affect my marriage. I don't want it to affect the way that I am communicating with my children. I want to be present, and I want to not live where the battles that I'm facing are consuming me, because that is not God's best." So God led me to Psalm chapter 46. And I have read this chapter so many times, but I studied out verse 10, and it blessed my socks off. I mean, that's all I can say. So we see in verse 10 of Psalm chapter 46, it says this. It says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." In this chapter, this is a battle chapter. If you're going through something, and I want you all to read this chapter this week, and the chapter is written in third person, but we see here in verse 10 that this is God speaking directly to us. This is Him. And this is what He's saying: be still. This word "still" here in the Hebrew, the translation, the Hebrew word "rapha," this means to cease, to let down, or to slacken. So this is where God is speaking to us, and it's not just being quiet, because often we think, well, I just need to be quiet before God. No, this is a battle term. When you're going through a battle, when you've got a battle in your mind, or you're facing something right now, and I'm sure many of you right now that you've been up against a battle, and it's trying to consume your thoughts, or your life has been trying to consume your thoughts, or whatever it is you're facing. This is where God's saying, I want you to be still. I want you to let down, slacken, let go. Put your weapons down, and I want you to recognize and know that I am God. Whenever you research out and study out, know that I am God, in this passage, it means to acknowledge or be aware. Are you acknowledging in your present situation right now that God is God? Are you exalting Him above what you're going through? Because let me tell you, He is exalted above every name. He is exalted above every attack of the enemy. He is exalted above every battle that you're facing right now. And it's time that we recognize in our own thought pattern and our own thought life that we need to let down, let it go, and exalt God above it all, knowing that He is Lord. If you read the beginning of this chapter, it says this. It says, God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling. No matter what is going on around you, guess what? God is your refuge. He is your strength, and He's your very present help in time of trouble. So I'm letting it down. I'm letting it go. I've decided to just be still, to quit the frantic activity, to quit the frantic thinking, and know that God is God. I'm exalting His name above everything. All right, well, I love you guys. God is so faithful. He loves you so much, and it's going to be an awesome week. So I hope to see you soon. Bye.